Hey guys, so today we're actually going to get into the Draciel, right? Draciel just launched. It came in the mail the other day and I threw it together, and obviously I wanted to run it against the other OG crossover base. So I first ran stock combo, but I ran it against Driger and Dranzer. I didn't really want to run it against like hyper competitive blades. You may see some of those videos next week. I think I'm going to bring it to a tournament and kind of just play around with it. It's not going to be my official choice for the night, but I am just going to play around with it and try and get some footage of it actually competing. So you'll see that later. But in today's video, I'm just running it against other crossover blades. But the problem that I have, if you want to see it against other stock combination blades, go check out my buddy Left Spin Bays. He did full stock combos, but surprisingly, without us actually talking, we're doing the same test. So we run the stock combo, but then we flip over to metal needle. I think that's what everybody was really hoping that Takara Tomy would release the blade with, as it is more accurate, right? It's more original accurate to Bakuten Shoot. It's more anime accurate to the original series of Beyblade. So launching on metal needle, I saw a little bit different, but you guys will see it. The difference between my video and his video is I am actually running my custom Driger and Dranzer, and the reason for that is because those already have the illegal upgrade parts. So with the illegal upgrade that I got from Chimera Industries, check out his link down below. Check him out on Instagram. That's the best way to get to Chimera Industries, coming out with a new Woolborg. Shameless plug. That thing is going to be sick. But the way that the illegal upgrade series worked, from my illegal upgrade video, you actually have a metal cylinder that you put inside of the bit. So the bit is now illegal, right? It adds that center weight to the bit down low to give you a better center of gravity. But then also there are 4 bits that little weighted pieces that you slide inside of the X crossover blades, because there are 4 little holes. If you take the blade off and you look underneath, you slide the weights inside of that to give it a little bit more center mass, adding a few grams to whatever blade you're using. So the Driger and Dranzer are both illegal, with illegal upgrades, which basically puts Driger, I think, right around the weight of Phoenix Wing, and puts Dranzer still low. Dranzer was light to start with, but it gives it a more competitive edge. So I believe Driger is on 360 low flat and Dranzer is on 260 point. So those are the blades that I'm running against it, because I can't run the stock setup. I guess I could, but there would be a lot of maintenance in that, and it's not fair. So I'm running Chimera Industries illegal Driger and Dranzer against a stock combo Draciel, and then flip over to the metal needle Draciel. So I'm gonna go ahead, run that video, and then I'll get right back with you guys after. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage. There were no points. So I think if you were keeping track, it was like 2-4. Like Draciel had 2, Driger had 4 on dot, which, you know, you noticed hopefully the little bits up in the corner. And then Driger, Draciel on metal needle had a little bit of a better turnout. Still not winning, but still had a bit of a better turnout. So in my opinion, I think that adding metal needle is what it should have had coming out of the gate to make it more competitive. I didn't have dot because I never got black shell. So this put a dot in our collection, which I'm cool with, but to run Draciel, I'm definitely going to use metal needle. One, because it's a crossover blade, so I'm not really going to use it often. And metal needle doesn't get used too often because it does damage the stadium if you drop it wrong, or you know, that metal point is going to rip up that plastic. So it does get less play than the other ones, which the crossover blades unfortunately get less play also, because they're just not as competitive. And then when I made them illegal, really the only place I can use them would be like a custom tournament, or if they allowed my illegal upgrades in the tournament, which most don't. So that's kind of here or there. I am going to add illegal upgrades to Draciel once I get a new shipment from Chimera Industries. I want to go ahead and make all of my OG crossovers illegal, because I'm not going to bring them competitively in a Beyblade X tournament, whether it's 1v1 or team, because I just don't want my team to get eliminated because I brought something illegal. If the organizer says it's cool, then I'll run it, but most of the time they're not going to. I mean, they give me a hard time for my launcher having a sticker on it. It adds nothing. But really, I think that Draciel was a good step in the right direction for the crossovers. Do I ever think the crossovers are going to be competitive? No. El Drago came out. That blade had tons of hype behind it. I still don't have one because it's not my generation. And I just wasn't super hyped. There was nothing that it did that really changed or did anything to the game. So there was really no point in me getting it. I wish that the crossover blades did better, because I do like the OG series and I enjoy having the collection, but they're just not competitive enough to run in a real tournament, in a real setting. I have done videos on this channel, I think maybe it was before this channel, where I ran Driger against a guy who held an event who run Dranzer a lot. That was like last year, like early last year. And I ran Driger 360 low flat, which did really well. And then it became illegal, and now I really can't run it anymore. I think that it's cool. I think that Draciel is cool. But unless you're gonna make it illegal, or it's just it's like a novelty, right? Like, get it if you're an OG fan. But if not, I mean, you can sit on it, I guess. I don't know. I enjoyed Draciel. It was one of my favorites of the original 4. Obviously, I run Sphinx Cowl, Whale Wave. I'm still running defensive blades at this point, not in a defensive manner, but I am running defensive blades. So Draciel meant a lot to me, and I really wanted that blade. I mean, I think it's good, but let me know what you think of Draciel down in the comments below. I mean, I can keep going on about how meh it is. It's right in the middle, right? But to go up against the illegal upgraded ones, it's doing better than Dranzer did. So, all right, guys. Hey, if you made it to the end of this video, I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal day. And if you guys are getting into some tournaments or some matches this week, get after it.